In this video, we are going to continue with our quarter three final study guide questions, and we're going to talk about expressions and equations today. Let's get started. All right, so let's look at this. The owner of a furniture store sells 6 chairs for every table she orders. Which of the following equations can be used to find C, the total number of chairs she orders when she orders T tables? All right, I like to think about when in doubt, make a chart. So 6 chairs for every table. Let's make a table and chairs chart. For one table, there are 6 chairs, which means for 2 tables, there are 12. For 3 tables, there are 18, and so on. What I am seeing here is to get C, or to get the chairs, multiply T by 6. So C equals 6 times T. Again, because to go from the tables to the chairs, we multiply by 6. So that would be option C. And again, it's not going to be option A because that would say multiply the chairs by 6, but we're multiplying the tables by 6. All right, let's keep moving. All right, a student has $10. She will save $5 each week. The student wrote the expression 5W plus 10 to represent the amount of money she'll have after W weeks. Which of the following expressions is equivalent to the student's expression? Remember, equivalent means the same. Okay, so I'm looking here and I'm automatically going to eliminate A and B because you cannot combine a W with a constant. They are not like terms. You can't add or multiply them together. So now let's look at C. I have 5 times W plus 2. When I have an outside number multiplied by a group in the parentheses, we can use the distributive property. 5 times W is 5W. 5 times 2 would be 10, which does match 5W plus 10. So in theory, it should be C. Let's also try out D though, just to be sure. D is 5 times W plus 10. 5 times W is 5W. But then 5 times 10 would be 50. 5W plus 50 is not the same as 5W plus 10. Let me fix that. All right, so again, it would be option D because you use the distributive property. All right, let's keep moving. Jasmine is solving the equation below. X divided by 4 equals 9. Remember, fraction means division. Okay, which value of X makes Jasmine's equation true? We need to think what number divided by 4 would give you 9. In order to solve this, we are going to use the inverse or the opposite. What undoes division? Multiplication. Again, so multiplication undoes division. So in order to get the X all alone to solve, we're going to multiply both sides by 4. 9 times 4 is 36. Always go back and check. 36 over 4 does equal 9. All right, let's keep moving. Consider the expression 6x plus 24. Select 3 equivalent expressions. Let's go through each of these. So, Let's start with option A. I have an outside term multiplied by a group, so we're going to distribute. 6 times x is 6x. 6 times 4 is 24, which does match 6x plus 24, so we know that A will be one of them. All right, option B. 6 times x is 6x. 6 times 24 would be 144, I believe. So that is not the same. 3 times 12 is 36. 3 times 2x's is 6x. And I want you to, so that would not work because 36 and 6x is not the same as 6x and 24. All right, let's look at option D. 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times 12 is 24. So option D is a match. All right, now for E and F, we need to look at the like terms or put our constants together and put our variables together. Let's look at option E. 3x and 4x equal 7x, but 3 and 20 equal 23. 7x plus 23 and 6x plus 24 are not the same. All right, let's look at option D. 4x and 2x's is 6x. 12 and 12 is 24. So that also equals 6x plus 24. So we have found our 3 equivalent expressions. Some of them we had to use the distributive property. Some of them we had to combine like terms. All right, let's keep moving. All right, this one's a little trickier. An electrician is making circuits with the following pieces of yellow and red wire. 5 pieces of red wire that are each 50 inches in length. Each 10 inches in length. So that would be a total of 50 inches of red wire. 10 pieces of yellow that are each 150. So that's 150 inches of yellow. Okay, the electrician wants to cut pieces of wire into equal size pieces. The greatest length the electrician can cut the pieces of wire into is, okay, so we have 5-inch pieces. We have 10-inch pieces, and we have 15-inch pieces. I need to think, what number can I cut both 10 and 15 into? We are going to be using the greatest common factor. All right, so 10 inches could be broken down into 10 1-inch pieces or 2 5-inch pieces, or the opposite. 15 inches could be broken down into 15 1-inch pieces or 3 5-inch pieces, or the opposite. All right, the greatest number I see here that is in both lists is 5 inches. So 5 is the greatest number we can cut both 10 and 15 into. So we are making 5-inch pieces. All right, the total number of pieces of wire the electrician will have after cutting the wires is, okay. So what I see here is that we have 50 inches total of red wire and 150 inches of yellow wire. That means we have 200 inches total. And we're going to divide that into 5-inch pieces. 200 inches divided into 5-inch pieces is 40 pieces. Again, so we found the greatest common factor of the lengths of the wires to figure out how many inches we can cut the pieces into. Then we found the total number of inches of wire we have. divided that by the number of inches we're cutting, and got the number of pieces. All right, let's move forward. All right, a plumber charges a rate of $45 for each hour of work. We don't have the drop down menu, so we're just going to fill it in ourselves. An expression that represents the amount in dollars the plumber will charge for X hours of work. All right, each hour, when we're writing expressions, means to multiply. We are multiplying 45 times the number of hours, or X. At this rate, for 2 hours of work, the plumber will charge $45. So we're plugging in 2 hours for the hours of work times 2 hours is $90. All right, let's move on. All right, we got 2 more. Which are the following equations are true? All right, 8 equals 2 to the third power. Let's see. 2 to the third power is 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, times another 2 would be 8, so that is true. 9 squared is 9 times 9, which does equal 81, so that is also true. All right, 6 squared is 6 times 6, which is 36. 36 does not equal 12, so that is false. 7 cubed is 7 times 7, which is 49, times another 7 is 343, which is not 21, so that is also false. All right, let's keep moving to our last one. The equation can be used to find the total cost in dollars, or C, to rent the canoe for different numbers of hours. Complete the table to show the total cost to rent the canoe after different numbers of hours. So this is saying to get to C, multiply the hours times 4. Okay, so 2 times 4 would give us 8. 3 times 4 would give us 12. And now we need to think about what number times 4 would give us 20. And that would be 5. Or you could work backwards and say 20 divided by 4 would give us 5. All right, that concludes our problems for today. We will now move on to the next part of the lesson. Bye, guys.